It has been a rather turbulent last 3 or 4 days. Hopefully you've gotten your power back now, but we've got more storms on the way, just not for tomorrow. Right now, we've got some pretty good views out there, mainly along the lake shore. You can see here in Grand Rapids, we've got quite a bit of cloud cover that's held our temperature down quite a bit, but it's made it into the 80s at the lake shore. A little bit of sunshine over at the Grand Haven beach from our Earth Cam there. There's some nice rolling waves and water temperatures are comfortable enough where you can stay out in the water like you did on the 4th of July. You can see a lot of cloud cover here in Grand Rapids, but our temperatures now reach the high for the day at 77 degrees. Will be a lot warmer here during the day tomorrow. A lot of cloud cover overhead, just kind of stuck around after those departing showers and thunderstorms moved through this morning. They were not severe, certainly not like what they were here very early on Friday morning last week. But there are more storms way out in the Dakotas that will eventually get here. None of the severe weather tonight that's expected in Illinois and Indiana will be affecting West Michigan. As I mentioned, temperatures along the lakeshore in some spots are up around the low 80s. Meanwhile, where the clouds have hung tough over much of the eastern half of the state, only in the low and mid 70s. But warming up from 66 overnight with a patch of fog to 83 here tomorrow. There might be an isolated pop-up shower. Best chance for storms, though, coming just prior to daybreak on Wednesday, but it'll be out of here by noon. We'll be monitoring the threat for severe weather as that moves through on Wednesday. Look at your weekend forecast is ahead. That's a little bit later on.
There have been a few scattered showers today, but nothing like this morning's rain.
No, not at all. George out on the weather deck now, and I understand we're talking about a pretty active pattern the rest of the week, George?
Just for late Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Rest of the week looking pretty good around here. Certainly nothing like what we saw on Friday morning, but again, we're monitoring Wednesday morning's weather. 13 weather ball tonight is solid red. That means warmer weather ahead compared to what we've had today. A lot of low clouds, temperatures in the 70s. We'll be in the 80s here tomorrow. And this view brought to you by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Overnight, we've got some breaks opening up, but we'll still be mostly cloudy. Back down to about 75 degrees at 7 o'clock. And we'll stay partly to mostly cloudy here in Grand Rapids most of the night. And after about 2 a.m., we're going to start to see some patchy fog across the area because of this morning's rain and the lack of sunshine to kind of evaporate that rain. There is going to be a little bit of fog for your morning commute here tomorrow. But the rain from this morning, showers and thunderstorms nowhere near as strong as they were on Friday morning. They kind of teased us with some severe weather, but it was just plain old rain, some rumbles of thunder. Skies have been stubbornly cloudy here in the West Grand Rapids area, but it's cleared in many other areas. And where it is cleared, there have been some scattered pop-up showers and isolated thunderstorms up here in Lake and Osceola counties, and a little area of some showers and storms trying to come into Berrien County, but those are very few and far between. We may see a pop-up shower again tomorrow afternoon, and that would be inland. So if you're looking for totally dry weather, not going to see that until perhaps on Friday of this week. To the south, this is where the main threat for severe weather tonight will be. Another one of those fast-moving, strong thunderstorms coming out of Iowa, heading into Illinois and Indiana. That is going to miss us to the south. What we're focusing on is this area of showers and storms that are just now coming out of the Rocky Mountains. That will be with us very early on Wednesday morning. And there is a slight risk for severe weather very late Tuesday night and early on Wednesday. But most of those storms will be weakening as they come on in, but we'll monitor the situation as we always do. You can see this is where the main threat will come from over the next couple of days. Meanwhile, we're just mostly cloudy here in West Michigan overnight. And watch up for the tiniest pop-up showers again during the afternoon tomorrow. Most of those will be inland away from Grand Rapids. Then here comes the main threat for late tomorrow night. Watch as they kind of dive down out of Minnesota heading into lower Michigan. This is right around daybreak on Wednesday morning, and then those will move quickly to the south, and by afternoon we'll be back into some sunshine. There's a possibility there could be a scattered thunderstorm mainly south and west of Grand Rapids on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, but other than that, those two rounds of showers and storms, one of the two will most likely hit the greater Grand Rapids area. And again, we'll be monitoring that severe weather situation by Wednesday morning. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies overnight out over Lake Michigan. Waves down to about 1 foot or so. Notice the winds are just kind of light and variable. Should be a good evening for some boating, but watch out for some fog developing there. Low risk for rip currents. You saw a lot of folks in the Grand Haven beaches out there in the water. Very nice. Very low risk with those 1 footers expected overnight tonight. So tonight, generally mostly cloudy skies. Look for some patchy fog to develop. Lows around 60 in Ludington to as warm as 66 in Holland. Up north, it'll be kind of a warm and somewhat humid night. Again, we'll look out for some fog late tonight. Cool as 60 in Big Rapids, a proverbial cool spot. 64 in Newaygo, Fremont, and Greenville. From Grand Rapids south, again, late tonight, some fog developing under mostly cloudy skies. Keep that air conditioner on. It's only going to be in the mid-60s. Looks a lot worse than it really is. The best chance for storms will be towards daybreak on Wednesday through about noon, and then there'll be a chance of a shower, as I mentioned, to the southwest Wednesday night and up north Thursday afternoon. 13 on target forecast. Becomes a little bit less humid for Friday under cloudy skies. That's the only day with highs in the 70s. Sun comes back out on Saturday, but then the humidity returns on Sunday with a possibility of a shower way up north. And then look at the heat and humidity next week. Highs in the mid 80s and eventually up into the low 90s next Wednesday and Thursday in the throes of summer weather.
Oh yeah, thank you, George.